Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your guy Rez, and I am back again with y'all on my channel for another dope video yet again. Welcome. So in today's video, I want to share with y'all a new pickup that I added for my personal figure collection yet again, guys. This is actually a wrestling pickup, hence the t-shirt. We'll probably give it away and the thumbnail, of course, but you know, I got this pickup today, man. I didn't even know that this was made until I went to my local mall and I checked out a GameStop there, and they had this dope figure that I'm about to share with y'all right now. So we have, guys, this really dope WWE Premium Collectible Studio PCS Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Texas Rattlesnake. So this is a dope figure, man. It is actually dubbed as a statue, but I believe it is made of hard PVC, which is plastic. So I know people have a different interpretation of statues. Some people think of statues as being like resin, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this is made of plastic. So this is actually quite interesting because I don't really go out and buy like wrestling figures or statues. You know, I'm more of an apparel guy. You know, I love buying like wrestling t-shirts, especially the vintage stuff, you know, and just overall apparel, you know. But like, man, when I saw this, man, I fell in love. I was like, yo, it's Stone Cold, man, the Texas Rattlesnake. Not to mention, he had a phenomenal performance at this last WrestleMania against Kevin Owens, man, in you know, Dallas, Texas. And you know, it's really dope, man, to see this. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna do an unboxing with you guys of this dope statue. I'm gonna give you my thoughts and, you know, more about what this statue entails. What's up, everyone? So this is the WWE Stone Cold Steve Austin collectible statue made by Premium Collectibles Studio, also known as PCS for short. So right off the bat, I'm gonna say that the retail on this was $54.99. In my opinion, that's a very fair price considering the details that was added onto making this statue happen. So, you know, looking at it from outside, it looks really good, but we're gonna break down the box before we go into details of the statue. So looking at the back of the box, as you can see, you have you know, just a nice little picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin during the Attitude Era, and you have like a nice little profile and a quick bio about his character. You know, if you grew up during the Attitude Era, you know how important Stone Cold Steve Austin was to that era of wrestling, as well as like The Rock and Undertaker, you know, and many others to name. But you know, Stone Cold was one of the most inspirational characters during the Attitude Era. So as you could see, now we're gonna move the side of the box. Here you have nice little WWE logo. You have the Austin 316 wood marking with that skull that is smoking right there, and then of course on the top you also have the WWE branding, and on the side you also have the Stone Cold Austin 316 with the smoking skull. So the bottom you just have, you know, your typical warning labels and stuff like that. So opening the figure from the top, cutting the little tape there. This figure is very easy to open. As you could see, there was only one line of tape holding the figure or statue in place, but as you could see, taking it out, it's really simple. You know, you just take it out like that, slides out really easily, and you have this nice little WWE backdrop right there. It does come in its nice little plastic backing right there that holds the statue in place. All right, guys, and here we have Stone Cold outside of his packaging in his iconic pose with his hands up in the air, man. This is just a really dope statue overall, man. Looking at the details on the sculpt, it's really nice so far. You know, I really like the vest with the smoking skull right there, and then of course the 316 numbering, you know, and then you have the Austin on the other side. Just takes me back to my childhood, man, seeing Stone Cold come outside to the wrestling ring. So looking at the sculpt of this looks really nice, very detailed. And then one little detail that they added was the tattoo that Stone Cold had on his leg. That's really cool, guys. I wasn't expecting them to do that, but I'm glad that they paid attention to his body, you know. And looking at underneath his foot, you could see those small little holes, which basically you put the stand to hold the figure or statue in place. And looking at the back, you could see Stone Cold's vest with the smoking skull. Again, such a dope freaking feature, man, and just detail that they added. And looking at the muscular frame of Stone Cold, you know, and looking at this vest, it is kind of like a rubberish plastic material, so it does have some movement, as you can see right there. So that's pretty cool. Gives it that realistic, you know, effect and look to it. I noticed that he has a chain around his neck. The chain is kind of like a little piece that was just kind of painted on. I kind of wish that they added like a real chain, but you know, you get what you pay for. It's not like the end all be all for this statue in my opinion, but it still looks pretty nice. You also get a printed skull on the base of this statue, which is pretty nice, and underneath it you have the nice little markings, trademark 2022 WWE, all rights reserved, made in China. So very simple, black base. You know, I kind of wish that they added like some wrestling ropes on this base, but you know, it's not like the end of the world, you know, but it's still pretty nice considering. All right, now we're gonna put the statue on the base. There is minor assembly acquired. All you really need to do is match the holes with the little pegs on the base. And it does require a little bit of pushing, as you can see. Just gotta kind of jam it in there a little bit to lock the statue onto its base. So there we go. And you have Stone Cold in his iconic pose, ready to go into a match. So measuring Stone Cold without the base, he's about 10.5 inches himself, but if you add the base, he is a total of 11 inches. So that's a really good size in my opinion. Overall, my final thoughts on this statue, I think PCS did a fantastic job. They really went out their way trying to capture that realistic Stone Cold pose right here, guys. I definitely recommend it. I think the price point is reasonable. The sculpt is very nice. I think it's very accurate to how Stone Cold was during this time of his career. And just overall, man, you know, if you're a huge WWE or Stone Cold fan, I highly recommend getting this statue for your collection. Alright guys, and that is pretty much going to wrap up my review on this dope WWE PCS Stone Cold Steve Austin collectible statue right here. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think about how PCS did with this Stone Cold Steve Austin Texas Rattlesnake statue. Are you guys fans of it? Are you guys not? You know, I love it personally, you know, but I definitely am going to be displaying this bad boy with pride. I'll probably put it next to my bedpan. If you guys didn't see that video, I did a meetup. I actually was fortunate enough to meet Stone Cold Steve Austin in person, took a picture with him, and also had him autograph a replica bedpan. All right, y'all, your boy Rez is gonna head on out of here, and like good old Stone Cold says, give me a hell yeah. All right, we out. Peace.